Inside the shopping center, three ferocious, armed criminals aimed their weapons at the trembling hostages. The atmosphere was frozen. At this critical juncture, a man in the crowd, VJ, remained remarkably composed, bending down to calmly adjust his shoelaces. Immediately after, he raised his hand, astonishingly declaring that he knew who had killed the previous robbers. Everyone present, including the remaining assailants, stared in a mixture of shock and confusion as two of them escorted him away. Who exactly was this individual? What was his ulterior motive? Rewinding time slightly. Initially, one of the perpetrators exhibited peculiar behavior. He first lowered his rifle, then drew the dagger from his belt, gliding towards his own accomplice with an almost dance-like bizarre movement, simultaneously gesturing for silence from those around. The instant his partner's attention was diverted, he struck like lightning, efficiently slitting the other's throat. He then artfully propped the corpse against the counter, while he himself gave an Oscar-worthy performance of being shot and collapsing. The onlooking hostages were all dumbstruck, hardly daring to breathe. Shortly after, another assailant emerged from the restroom area and immediately sensed the strange shift in the scene. He first checked on his partner by the counter, finding him already lifeless and cold. He then hurried to the injured man on the floor, saw no apparent wounds, and leaned down, intending to check for a heartbeat. In the very second he lowered himself, the corpse on the ground, VJ, snapped his eyes open and with lightning speed dispatched him. VJ calmly removed the mask from his face, casually tousled his hair, and then, under the ghost-seeing gaze of the hostages, deftly shed the robber's outfit he was wearing, casually stuffing it into a nearby locker. In a flash, he too became an innocent hostage among the crowd. This set the stage for the later arrival of 3 more robber reinforcements, and the thrilling drama of VJ stepping forward to be taken away. VJ was escorted before the ringleader of the robbers. That leader commanded him to identify the traitor who had killed his men by reviewing the surveillance footage, promising to spare VJ's life if he succeeded. VJ nodded in agreement and entered the separate monitoring room next door. He quickly and covertly dialed the police emergency number, coolly and calmly relaying the situation and outlining conditions and timing for a hostage release. Everything appeared to be proceeding according to his master plan. When he re-entered the main surveillance room, the robber chief discovered, to his horror, that all the men he had brought with him were now lying silently on the floor, devoid of life. Before he could muster any effective reaction, VJ's figure appeared before him like a specter. The next second, this formidable robber leader also followed the fate of his underlings.